inbounding southbound as Weber Road actually just passed you. You have a stall in the left lane. That's why traffic is pretty heavy from 355. Metro wants to remind you in the future, maybe take a train. You can pick up the Heritage Corridor line out of Lockbourne. On the rest of the expressways, really high travel times. Our highest one along the Eisenhower inbound, an hour 15 from the Jane Addams Tollway into the Jane Byrne interchange. Looking at DuSable Lakeshore Drive, you have pretty standard delays on either side through the Gold Coast and really heavy through Graham Park in both directions and getting into Hyde Park and Jackson Park. No tollway issues, just some traffic. Same with Northwest Indiana. Out of the ordinary there. Next reports at 4:08, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
AccuWeather says tonight partly to mostly cloudy and turning cold, cooler, low of 52. Cooler tomorrow. We have some clouds and sun. High only at 57 and maybe low 50s. Lakefront Thursday, a high of 61. Chills threat. And the FBI says 2 teens involved in the San Diego Islamic Center shooting met online and became radicalized. The latest on that investigation coming up from CBS News and Business.
Stocks end lower on worries about rising inflation. The Dow today falling 322 points. The Nasdaq down 220. The S&P lower by 49. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
The low tonight of 52. Right now 78 degrees at 4 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. The federal government broadens the deal to resolve President Trump's $10 billion lawsuit against the Internal Revenue Service over the leak of his tax returns. Loyola Law School professor Lori Levinson explains.
In a truly unprecedented move, the U.S. government has agreed to permanently drop tax claims connected to President Trump and his family and the Trump Organization. And this all happened because, frankly, President Trump tells the Attorney General and the agencies, including IRS, what to do.
In San Diego, the Islamic Center shooters met online, left writings expressing hate. An FBI special agent in charge, Mark Remley, says they've searched 2 homes.
During those searches, we found and seized numerous firearms from 2 of those locations, including numerous pistols, rifles, shotguns, ammunition, tactical gear, as well as electronic.
3 people were killed yesterday, and investigators say the 2 shooters took their own lives. Federal authorities have charged several Chinese companies with deliberately restricting the world's production of shipping storage containers ahead of the COVID-19 pandemic. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Authorities allege the companies slowed production just before the global supply chain came under enormous strain.
At the height of the COVID pandemic, the defendants lined their own pockets by choking the world's supply of shipping containers.
Acting Assistant Attorney General Omid Asefi.
This case affected every American store shelf and every American home.
He said the conspiracy roughly doubled the prices of standard shipping containers and increased the container manufacturers' profits by nearly 100-fold.
Voters are going to the polls today for key primaries in Alabama, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Idaho, and Oregon. In Kentucky, Republican Congressman Thomas Massie, who pressed the White House for more transparency on the Jeffrey Epstein case, squares off against Trump-backed Ed Gallerine. But Massie is expressing confidence in his run.
He knows I'm tough to beat. He's tweeted probably 8 or 10 times in the last 72 hours. He's literally losing sleep over this race because he's in with both feet.
Fire crews have been working to contain a wildfire in Simi Valley near Los Angeles. Fire officials say the Sandy Fire has burned almost 1,400 acres since starting Monday morning. Tens of thousands of people are under evacuation orders. Andrew Dowd with the Ventura County Fire Department.
We're using both ground resources and aviation resources. So we have fixed wing aircraft that are available to us that we'll be able to start flying and providing retardant drops.
The fire is only 5% contained. This is CBS News.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth. 48 Hours, Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It is 4:03 Tuesday, the 19th day of May. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. I'm Lisa Fielding. We have 78 degrees at O'Hare, 77 Lakefront. Winds out of the west today, gusting at 26 miles an hour. Clouds and sun, windy, maybe a shower in spots with a high around 80. Cooling off tomorrow into the weekend. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 4:15. But first at 4, a Chicago man in custody accused of using a fake photography scheme to sexually abuse women on the north side. Details from WBBM's Glenn Marshall.
The county prosecutors say 41-year-old Gabriel Wilkins would pose as an art student, approaching women and asking to photograph their breasts. There are at least 8 victims who have come forward with similar stories. Prosecutors say last July he was able to move 2 women away from the street on North Halsted before sexually abusing one of them. The victim didn't report the incident until January after seeing a TikTok video revealing other women had similar situations happen to them. Now, Wilkins is also charged with a separate incident on the CTA Brown line where he exposed himself. He's ordered detained until trial. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
On its graduation eve, West Chicago Community High School was put on lockdown for a time this morning after a potential threat. Police say someone called the threat in shortly before noon, prompting a large police response. No one was heard. According to the school's website, a graduation is scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. A new study finds Chicagoans are unknowingly breathing unhealthy pollutants inside their own homes.
The Faith in Place analysis tested indoor air in over 100 homes in Chicago for both carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide, pollutants produced by gas-burning appliances. Unhealthy levels of both were found in the majority of homes tested.
We know that we spend 90% of our time, especially because we live in Chicago, indoors inside our homes. So making our air quality as clean as possible inside our homes should be one of the priorities we have.
Dr. Juanita Mora is a national spokesperson for the American Lung Association.
One big risk factor is we associate possible asthma exacerbations with gas stove emissions is changing the gas stove to an infrared or obviously electric stove.
Dr. Mora says prolonged exposure to those harmful pollutants can lead to a host of chronic issues, including cancer. Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Speaking of health, Illinois Governor Pritzker waving off questions about his health after his second visit to the hospital this month. The governor had what he described as an outpatient urological procedure back on May 1st, and last Wednesday he went to a Springfield hospital to be checked out for an apparent complication because his doctor was in Chicago.
I thought it was important to do it right then, and so went to the emergency room at Memorial. They were terrific. I talked to a couple of doctors who came in to see me, a nurse or two, and they, kind of patched me up and sent me home and said this is not serious.
Governor 61, he dismissed a question about whether his doctor should release more information, saying he would disclose anything that would prevent him from doing his job. Meantime, the new chairman is taking over for the Illinois GOP.
Replacing Kathy Salvi as chair, Bob Grogan has been elected by the state central committee to lead the Illinois Republican Party. Grogan lives in Downers Grove and is a lifelong DuPage County resident. As the county's auditor, the state party says in a news release his work focused on rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse, saving Illinois taxpayers millions of dollars. Former state senator and candidate for Illinois governor Darren Bailey says he looks forward to working with Bob to win the support of Illinois voters. Valerie Warburger, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And leaders near Arlington Heights said they want to see more of the state's game plans on potentially traffic should the Bears make a move to the village.
Mayors of Rolling Meadows, Shelburne, and Peloton. Jim Schwantz sent a letter to Governor Pritzker and other officials in Springfield. News calls for a traffic study to be done before the Bears make any move to Arlington Heights official.
People keep throwing out numbers of what the impact of what the cost might be for the infrastructure. We don't know. Nobody's shown us a document that says it's going to cost this much money to fix this interchange, it's going to cost this much money to widen this road, it's going to cost this much money. So we're left with these hypothetical numbers.
Schwantz tells our sister station 104.3 The Score, Peloton has worked hard to get their finances in order in recent years and want to assure potential roadwork projects tied to a Bears story don't slip through the cracks. Andy Davies, Radio 105.9 WBBM.
It is 4:08 now. Time to check in with the latest traffic and weather together every 10 minutes. Here's Neil Fiorito.
All right, Lisa, the expressways are staying red. Loaded up traffic all over the place. Eads coming inbound now heavy from Lake Cook to Skokie Boulevard, and then a delay from Dempster to the junction. 50 minutes inbound, and that's why you're backed up on the spur eastbound, passing Waukegan Road. On the Kennedy inbound, brake lights from the River Road Toll Plaza, and that's to Wintrust Bureau. You know that way. An hour 3 in from O'Hare, 30 minutes. minutes in off the junction. Outbound 38 to Montrose, a little slower in the express lanes. 56 to head out to O'Hare. On the Eisenhower outbound, heavy traffic from the Janeburg interchange to 25th. Had a backup from Woodfield to I-90. Heading out to Manheim 52 and hour 13 if you're going out towards Schaumburg at I-90. Coming in about the same from the J now. It's 40 minutes in from Manheim. Stevenson outbound 42 to Cicero Avenue. That's the Midway exit. 57 will get you to the Tri-State an hour 15 to 3:55 and 50 minutes in. A stall all gone now in Will County on 55 South past Weber Road. All lanes open there. The Dan Ryan 45 outbound 27 in.
They're never going to fix this pothole, are they?
On 57 going out 25, 17 inbound. The Bishop Ford outbound at 33 minutes to 8094. DuSable Lakeshore Drive, brake lights take you northbound from the Stevenson up to Monroe. And again from Navy Pier to Chicago Avenue. Southbound traffic passing north to Chicago. Delays at Grand Park up between 50th and Hayes. Nothing major on your tollways. The Tri-State the heaviest. Southbound heavy spots from Willow all the way down to Ogden. Route 53 is heavy through the work zone either way through Rolling Meadows and Palatine. And delays on both sides of I-80 in the southwest burbs. Westbound passing 30 to Larkin and Humboldt to 55. Eastbound traffic Chicago Street to Richards, LaGrange at 57. And then a snag approaching the Tri-State. A couple of backups on 8094 in northwest Indiana. No lane blockage problems. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 418 News Radio 1059 WBBM.
AccuWeather says for the rest of this afternoon, clouds and sun, maybe a shower in spots, a high near 80, a low tonight at 52, cooler tomorrow with a high of 57. 78 now at O'Hare, 80 and Kankakee, 77 Joliet at 410.
It's Bo Duran, and if you are struggling with hair loss, I'm sure you've tried the lotions, the pills, the creams, and the potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots. Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and I personally recommend Advanced Hair to everyone. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 872-217-HAIR. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. It's 872-217-HAIR. Or for the incredible before and afters, visit advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
It's 411. The electric automaker Rivian has announced the first of its lower-cost SUVs produced in downstate Normal. They're rolling out the assembly line.
The R2 has a base price of $45,000, well under half what some Rivian vehicles cost. This is CEO R.J. Scaringe.
Vehicle's exciting, it's fun, it allows us to bring the Rivian brand into a price point that's far more accessible to a lot more people.
Governor J.B. Pritzker was at the Normal plant for the ceremony. He compared the R2 to the Model T that made owning a car possible for the masses, saying the R2 is for the middle class, and then he backpedaled a bit.
To be clear, not every family is going to be able to afford a $45,000 vehicle. These are more affordable than Rivians have been in the past.
Rivian says it will eventually be able to produce more than 150,000 vehicles a year at the plant in Normal. Mike Krauser, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
IDOT official tells Joliet City Council members that the state is struggling to maintain downtown drawbridges that should have been replaced. Councilman Larry Hugg asked IDOT Construction Supervisor Eric Ray about the expiration dates on the city's bridges there.
I'm assuming there's going to come a day when they've outlived their existence. What's that going to look like if we ever have to replace? I would say that day has come and gone.
The bridges were built in the 1930s and
they already expired. Sorry.
Years due to an ongoing challenge of trying to build new parts. Ray also mentioned that the Cass Street Bridge's reopening would be delayed until late this year. American Airlines jet flying from O'Hare to Boston returned to O'Hare shortly after departure today because of a mechanical issue. The airline says the plane landed safely and taxied to the gate under its own power. Customers were preparing to board a new aircraft after that. 413, cooler starting tomorrow. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up.
With combat operations in Iran underway, be here for the facts, the context, and the important developments as they happen. Listen every day for continuing coverage. News Radio 1059 WBBM.
They shouldn't be parking there,
The
man.
search for the temporary fix. It's led you back there again. In
So
the pharmacy
dangerous,
aisle, looking
man.
for the new and improved pillar spray
need to
that will clear up your
remove
stuffy
that
nose.
guy.
And you'll give it a try because at least it helps you breathe, right? Yeah,
It's
it
a
does.
hospital.
And it may work, but it's hurting you more than it's helping. I'm Dr. Madan Kiandola with Advent, where we've pioneered simple solutions to nasal breathing problems without the pain and inconvenience of surgery. In-office procedures like
See you later.
endorsing require zero surgical cuts, little to no downtime, and can have you breathing better in just 20 minutes. There are few, if any, practices that have been performing the balloon sinuplasty procedure longer than Advent.
All right, are we ready to roll? Let's see what kind of mayhem is out here.
See if you're a candidate for balloon sinuplasty, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you'll...
388 boy. 88 boy. Can I get the vector right to blue line, please? We're going from Addison to Belmont. Train card 3304.
Alright, it's 09151. 09151.
Step 1.
That's just what we're missing, right? It's 4:15. Why don't we go back a half hour? So we'll go to 3:45. Listen to what we missed on the radio call. See what's going on. If you know anything, shoot it on the message there, and then we'll see what's going on, right? I do our little regular. Usually I have Tuesdays is movie days, so we'll see. I might just do an hour, check everything downtown, see what's going on. I don't know. But like I said, I don't know what I do every day because every day is different.
Alright, your number is 08646. 08646. 988 Adam.
You get a platform check at O'Hare on the blue line.
O'Hare is 08649. 08649.
7388.
Roosevelt 085, no, 08656. 08656.
Alright, Harlem is 091.
7383 George. 83 George. Jackson Red Line. Alright, take 08666. 08666. What thing?
387 boy.
87 boy.
Number 8637, westbound from Costner.
Alright, 08711. 08711.
To the units in Salt City, Rider, criminal trespass in progress, 1625 West Chicago. 1625 West Chicago, Acker Park Library. Stephanie with the library is calling in. There's a female teenager yelling at everyone, refusing to leave. She's been banned from the library. It's a female with short red hair, navy blue shirt, blue pants.
Open your windows while you're driving. All you smell is dope.
That he was unable to tell us someone to have vehicle or not. Reach what time?
This is school uniform. And then further on it's 12th District, Health 3.
Can you take a look at that? 3900 North Lakeshore Drive. Check for a vehicle. See if it's still there.
80 is US Plus. You have one number. Right.
Okay, that's 08740. 08740. Units are 3 Citywide. We got a report in Dulles School 6311 South Calumet. Parents and the teachers are fighting each other.
Parents and teachers fight.
Both of them.
Open your window while you're driving. All you smell is dope smell in Chicago.
83 Henry.
Signal for flight delay.
Take 08777. 08777. That's 84 out. Sorry, I can't copy your radio. Third northbound. Alright. Take 08793. 08793.
383 Adam.
83 Adam.
We got a red line for me, check lower platform 93 Street red line.
Your number is 08797. 08797. And this is for the match has units coming in from the 1st District. Looking for a person wanted with the red line, Monroe, red line. For 112, he's wanted for an ag bat. He also jumped his wrist down.
387 boy.
87 boy.
Number 8199.
Monroe Red Line, wanted for aggravated battery on the train somewhere.
Request number. That's not our result.
Right, yours is 08825. 08825.
7388 boy.
88 boy.
Blue line check at Irving, please.
08839. 08839.
10-4, thank you.
Okay.
83 item.
83 item.
Making number Chicago on the road.
Alright, that's 08916. 08916.
Looks like fire is rolling. No further.
7362.
7362.
Signal for Roseville on the red.
I got pull over. Somebody just got stabbed.
Take
somewhere.
08924. 08924.
I got 7383. Maybe John?
2397 Adam. 97 Adam. Pick it up straight step at the Monroe Blue Line, please.
09232.
Alright, your number is 08947. 08947.
7320.
7320.
I'm at Grand in the red line. I'm with the this unit. Is there an advent that happened on the train as the train stopped up north?
I haven't had anything on board, no. Units of 19 in Citywide. We have a person stabbed. Ashland, Diversity, and Ashland. Color states a male Hispanic by the name of Eduardo stabbed himself. He's bleeding and has a knife in his abdomen. It looks like fire is rolling. No further. District 19 zone 2 clear. I got 7383. Maybe John.
Ashland and Diversity.
John, we have a number for the red.
Your radio's horrible. Alright, Grand is going to be 09232. 09232.
There you go. Eduardo stabbed himself, huh? That's by the dope spot up there. Everybody knows where that's at. Diversity and Ashland.
84 Charlie.
Red line.
So to give you one, you want upper?
Yeah, give me a platform.
Okay. 09250. 09250.
Charlie.
84 Charlie. I could give you one. You want upper?
Yeah, give me a class 4.
738 Charlie. Nine is 09256. 09256.
Charlie.
738 Charlie.
So a lot of
Mine is 09256. 09256.
So everybody heard Saks Fifth Avenue shut down this Saturday, right?
20 units at 1600 citywide battery in progress. Milwaukee and Central. Milwaukee Central for the anonymous caller. Says in the Walgreens lot, there's a female and a male that are fighting inside a white Volkswagen. Plate is George Boy, 89277, 16th District, Zone 1.
At the Walgreens. Yeah, Saks Fifth Avenue over here is just shut down this Saturday. 80 years it was open.
20 units at 1600 citywide battery in progress. Milwaukee and Central for the anonymous caller. Says in the Walgreens lot, there's a female and a male that are fighting inside a white Volkswagen. Plate is George Boy, 89277, 16th District, Zone 1.
Get ready. There's gonna be another storm tonight. The temperature's dropping. You can feel it. It's dropping quick. There may be some tornadoes somewhere. That place is closed. That's been closed for a few years now, right there, that corner. There you go. So that place is closed. See that on the corner there? And then look at that, at the Hancock Center, it says they have 53,000 square feet available. Look at that. See that there? It's a lot of square footage. That's not good. That's that building, right? Everybody knows this one? That building. And that building's got empty stuff there too.
300.
And Saks Fifth Avenue's right down the street there.
One for Clark and Lake
89 Adam.
Alright. 89 Adam.
Back number, blue line at Ogden.
Ogden is 09290. 09290.
One for Clark and Lake, please.
Alright, it's 09295. 09295.
Coming to 83 Adam.
83.
Blue line, I'm sorry, the red line, platform check, upper 95, red line.
Okay, 09300. 09300.
7388, boy.
7388, boy.
Blue line check at Belmont, please.
09304. 09304.
Check for.
Everybody knows there was somebody stabbed in the face this morning in Norwood Park. I think they caught the guy who was domestic. killed. It was a homicide, stabbing homicide. We'll see that. We'll see who the perpetrator is and who the victim is, right? A lot of stabbings lately. So, you know, when people talk about gun violence and this and that's what you gotta always look at. I mean, we got hit and runs, we got stabbings, we got all overdoses. So you can't say guns are bad or this is bad. It's funny, in, I don't know if it's Australia or New Zealand, I think I posted it about 2-3 months ago, they outlawed machetes because people were using machetes to attack each other. So it's like, you know, it doesn't end. What it ends with is moral education, accountability, consequences, and deterrence, right? You need that, right? Someone needs to be accountable, right? Who's in charge? The police? The government? So what are the consequences when somebody kills somebody, right? And then there has to be deterrence, right? Do they get enough time or a punishment so that other people say, yeah, I don't think I want to do that one. Like you see these smash and grabs. There's something wrong going on because they keep doing it. To me, that's a federal offense. Doesn't everybody think of when you steal an ATM, that's like a bank? Why isn't the federal government taking care of that? It's strange, isn't it? Because think about it, an ATM is a bank. So why are these people being federally charged? It's weird. It's very, very strange. So I think that's something that I'm gonna look into, right? I don't know who this is. Whatever. All right, let's do some news, right? See what's going on here. 4:30 News.
North side.
This is Carolina Garobe. New legislation could require Illinois construction companies to provide female employees with their own restrooms.
And in business.
I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg. Down arrows on Wall Street today on fears about rising inflation. The Dow falling 322 points. The Nasdaq down 220. The S&P lower by 49.
Cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s at 4:31. An early morning shooting in Skokie has left one man dead. WBBM's Glenn Marshall with the story.
Skokie police say they responded to a call of a person shot around 6:19 Tuesday morning near the intersection of La Crosse Avenue and Grove Street. Officers located a 21-year-old man with multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. So far, Skokie police have not said if they have anyone in custody, but did say there is no known threat to the public. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Well, summer concert season is upon us, and a local venue and major entertainment company being taken to court over negligence in the alleged sexual assault of a young concert goer last year.
It was a failure. The family of a 16-year-old girl is suing Credit Union One Amphitheater at Tinley Park, as well as Live Nation, alleging inadequate security during a Wiz Khalifa concert last July, where a lawsuit says the victim, identified as Jane Doe, was sexually assaulted near a venue bathroom.
The area that she was assaulted, the restricted area, was not actually restricted. It was a space that any patron, any predator could walk into unchallenged. It wasn't a restricted area.
Attorney Molly Wells also says there was no security or staffers monitoring surveillance cameras in the area of the assault, which occurred shortly after an adult the teen was with purchased alcohol for her. That person is not named in the suit.
Right now, there are parents and children that are buying tickets to concerts and amphitheaters and festivals. These parents deserve to know that the company that is taking their money is taking care of the children that are coming to their venue.
18-year-old Roman pastor of Frankfurt has been charged with sexual assault in the case. In the Loop, Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A 41-year-old man accused of posing as an art student, taking nude photos, and sexually abusing a woman in the city. Prosecutors charged Gabriel Wilkins with criminal sexual abuse under the guise of a photography project. He would allegedly ask to take pictures of women's breasts. Prosecutors say he went on to sexually abuse one woman after she agreed to the photo shoot. At least 8 other victims have come forward with similar stories. The Illinois House has until the end of the week to pass a bill that would require construction companies to provide female workers with their own toilet facilities.
Policy Director of Chicago Women in Trades, Beth Berenson, says she first heard about the new bill 2 years ago while attending a conference for tradeswomen.
We heard about a piece of legislation that moved in Washington State that provided toilets for women on construction work sites, provide menstruation support, and ensured lactation accommodations if needed on construction sites.
She says the tradeswomen community felt Illinois needed something similar. Now the bill is being considered by lawmakers in Springfield.
There is a lot of assumptions about what toileting facilities will be adequate for workers that does not include sort of acknowledgement of the needs of women workers and other gender identities who also menstruate and have additional needs.
Berenson says the goal is to create work sites that are inclusive to women.
Women deserve to feel comfortable and safe and have sanitary conditions on their work sites. We really think that the state's support in that effort is just critical.
Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Around the nation at 4:34, the acting attorney general was grilled by lawmakers today during a Senate committee hearing over the anti-weaponization slush fund.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche is defending the Justice Department's nearly $1.8 billion fund to pay people who believe they were political targets. In his first congressional hearing since taking over the DOJ last month, Blanche conceded the fund is unusual but not unprecedented, and it will not be limited to only Republicans or people the Biden administration investigated and prosecuted. He's also not ruling out money going to Capitol rioters.
Anybody in this country is eligible to apply if they believe they were victim of weaponization.
Democrats say the fund's an illegal abuse of power.
Pure theft of public funds.
Maryland's Chris Van Hollen.
And rewarding individuals who committed crimes is obscene.
Sagar Meghani at the White House.
And another development this afternoon is part of that same settlement agreement to create the compensation fund. The federal government is forever barred from conducting a tax audit on Mr. Trump, his sons, and the Trump Organization. The president had sued the IRS over the leak of his tax returns. 6 states are holding their primary elections today. In Georgia, voters will pick nominees in House, Senate, and gubernatorial contests. Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says early voters came out in record numbers.
We had over 1 million folks vote, casting their ballots during the early voting period. And this record-breaking turnout is further proof that Georgians trust our elections.
Raffensperger is also on the GOP ballot for governor. And the Middle East remains in tense limbo today. It comes just one day after the president said he had postponed a major U.S. strike on Iran, citing serious negotiations.
I hope we don't have to do the one, but we may have to give him another big hit. We may have to give him another big hit. I'm not sure yet.
He added that if it becomes necessary, the ships are all loaded and the U.S. is all set to resume attacks. Coming up in a minute, another look at your roads, your weather, and your gas prices. It's 4:36.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. And we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us. Hey, it's Jeff from Jeff Buys Your House. When people call
that guy's a drug addict there walking around. The guy laying on the sidewalk, drug addict, 2 guys were drug dealers. They're all over down here, man. Oh yeah, if you're watching and you want to kill me, come on with it, man. Let's see how that turns out, man. Yeah, I'm right here, man. I'm at, where am I at? I'm at Wabash and Lake Street. Come on and get me, man. Let's see how that works out for you, man. I ain't gonna be threatened by nobody. Especially no criminal dope dealer. Scumbag. Scumbag dope dealers. That's what you do, man. You see these guys, they're all messed up there, right? You wanna see? There you go, look. See that there? See that? How they are? They're all bent over. See that there? It's all in this downtown. They're all dope dealing down there. Dope dealing, stabbing, robbing, doing all kinds of stuff down here, destroying our city. And Chicago police let it happen. They do.
Interest rates on most new Ford models at Packy Web Ford. In Bentonville, the S&K on Route 83 in Bryn Mawr has gas for $4.79. In Des Plaines, the S&K on Oakton and Cora has gas for $4.85. 4:38 now. Traffic sponsored by Lindholm Roofing. Here's Neil Fiorito.
Hi, Lisa. We have some troubles in the West Beverly neighborhood. It looks like 103rd and 99th Street both shut down on both sides between Kenzie and California. Reports of police activity at the train tracks avoided by using 95th Street or 111. Hey, Grace, we appreciate the call and the information. The WBBM Mercedes-Benz of Hoffman Estates traffic tip line 855-780 Road. On the expressways, a lot of traffic on the Edens coming in. 52 minutes to the Kennedy from Lake Cook. That's why you're backed up on the Spur eastbound. Travel time on the Kennedy inbound, an hour 3. A 30-minute ride in off the junction. The turnaround trip is 40 minutes to Montrose. You save about 5 in the express lanes. An hour drive to O'Hare. Eisenhower in an hour 17 from I-90. 42 to drive in from Manheim. Going out to Manheim, 57 minutes. You're an hour 20 to head out to the Jane Addams Tollway. Stevenson out 55 to the Tri-State, an hour 12 to 355 if you use the Stevenson to get out toward Midway, 40 minutes to get to the Cicero Avenue exit. Stevenson in at 50 from 355 to South Lakeshore Drive. The day in Ryan is
Jackson is 09041. 09041.
6236, Frank.
6236, Frank.
I just original request a canine for money Smith.
Yes, that's fine. Where are you at?
Homer Square.
Homer Square. Is it over 500?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll get somebody over there. I think I only have one. Let me find out. Hold on. Do I have a canine unit available for Homer Square? For Money Smith?
4754. You can show me clear over in 7 and put it on the box.
Alright, 10 bucks. Alright.
Thank you. We're in room 2117 now.
Room 2117. Okay, 10 bucks.
8383 Frank.
83.
Roosevelt red line check.
Alright, 09076. 09076.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Let's ride 79th Street bus number 1316, starting in Cottage Grove, going westbound, sorry.
Alright, that's 09089. 09089.
7388 boy.
88 boy.
Can I get a blue line check at Addison Street level, please?
Addison is 09094. 09094.
74, thanks.
You're welcome.
2383 Adam.
83 Adam.
Can I get upper level last one check for red line 95th Street?
Take 09096. 09096.
7388 Adam.
88 Adam.
Get a check blue line at Rosemont.
Rosemont is 09099. 09099.
7383 Henry.
83 Henry.
Okay, what's the flight delay?
Lake is 09101. 09101.
Thank you, 8380.
83 Eddie.
Can I have an overhead band number on Fairmark red line?
Shermack 09107. 09107.
7389 Adam and boy.
89 Adam.
Showing us on a disturbance over on Blue Line at Pulaski. And I'll let you know when we call you out.
Alright, 10-4. Use event 09114. 09114. You guys good over there?
Okay.
Okay, 10-4.
Unison 18, citywide battery in progress, 721 north to south, 721 north to south, male black, 65 patch, gray, shirt, pants, black shoes, and combative, spitting on people.
721 North LaSalle, spitting on people. That's right in back of us.
Can I get the best ride to Blue Line, please? We're going from Addison to Belmont. Training card 3304.
Alright, it's 09151. 09151.
Ain't nobody here. See that? It's empty. Look at it. Look at the sides. There's nobody parked here. See that there?
89 Adam.
I told you, look at the parking. Always look at the parking. Always look at the parking. Ain't nobody out here, right?
Number for platform check at Harlem Blue Line.
All right, Harlem is 09174. 09174. All right, so the Lakeshore driving at Zone Kick This Over has 2 hours on it. 3900 North Lakeshore Drive says there's a small blue disabled vehicle in the northbound lane that she was unable to tell if someone was inside the vehicle or not. 3215. 3215. 15. Can you take a look at that? 3900 North Lakeshore Drive. Check for a blue disabled vehicle. See what's still there. Units 19 is anywhere. We have a person tab, Ashland, diversity, and Ashland.
Oh, we already heard that. That's Eduardo, right?
By the name of Eduardo. Stabs himself. He's bleeding and has a knife in his head.
We already heard that one.
738-300. 7387 Adam.
7383 Adam.
7387 Adam, riding the 79th Street bus. We're going eastbound from State, and it's bus number 1229.
Okay, that's going to be 09368. 09368. 3215.
Yeah, can I get a reload for a silver Trailblazer SUV at the inner Lakeshore Drive at Belmont? He's causing a backup on the down ramp.
You have the plate on it?
Charlie Henry 71576.
Okay, I'll get him rolling.
There you go. People are sleeping right there, right?
Hey, Adam.
There's people sleeping right there, man.
Check at Logan Square on the blue lane.
Alright, so Logan
There's
is
people sleeping right here on State Street. See that?
7383 Adam. 7383 Adam.
Put us on
Alright, 10-4. That's going to be 09394. Okay, you guys are good, right?
That's what we do. 83 boy.
83 boy.
Can I get a red number for a disturbance at the 7 extra red line for the camera, please?
Alright, your number is going to be 09409. 09409.
Thank you.
7383 Adam. 7383 Adam.
Make it 5 calls. Can I get the number?
Sure. That was going to be 09394. 09394.
387 Charlie.
87 Charlie.
Southbound 5, number 7906 from 65th.
Alright, take 09425. 09425.
8380.
83 Eddie. 7383 Eddie.
3 George.
Okay. 83 George.
Can I get a event number for 96? I'm sorry, Jackson and Red Line.
09432. 09432.
Car 82 on the citywide.
Car 82 on Citywide 1?
Yeah, squad, I'm on the Dan Ryan in the southbound lane, approaching 47th Street. There's an accident, 2 cars in the express lane. They're going to need a state trooper.
Southbound express lanes is just 2 vehicles?
Yeah, it's 2 vehicles. The first vehicle is Charlie King 45799. It's the Equinox. The second vehicle is Edward Victor 38063.
Did you have anyone injured, 82?
I checked all the people in the cars. Everybody said they're okay. So I'm going to say nobody hurt at this point. They just need a report.
off to like the shoulder or no?
I had them pull over to the shoulder on the side, so they're okay. They're just waiting for the police to come.
Okay, we got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
7341.
7341.
Find a number at State Lake Red.
Take 09473. 09473.
387 Adam.
87 Adam.
79th Street bus starting at Cottage, going eastbound, bus number 8420. Westbound, sorry.
All right, that's 09481. 09481.
7383 Frank.
83 Frank.
Let me pull the road to the red line.
All right, 09486. 09486.
Okay, it's 131.
Fine.
Okay, we're up. We'll be on an 85.
An 85. Okay, 10-4.
Charlie.
83 Charlie. Right, 69 is going to be 09495. 09495. All right, and car YouTube, faithfully been notified, okay?
738 Henry.
83.
397 Adam.
738 Adam.
7383 Adam.
I could probably call. Can I get the number?
Sure. That was going to be 09394. 09394.
387 Charlie.
87 Charlie.
Southbound bus number 7906 from 65th.
All right, take 09425. 09425.
8380.
83 Eddie. 7383 Eddie.
3 George.
83 George.
Can I get a event number for I'm sorry, Jackson and Red Line.
09432. 09432.
Car 82 on the citywide.
Car 82 on the citywide one?
Yeah, squad, I'm on a Dan Ryan in the southbound lane, approaching 47th Street. There's an accident, 2 cars in the express lane.
There's a whole bunch of stuff right there. Maybe that's where the stabbing was, right?
It's 2 vehicles. The first vehicle is Charlie King.
Something just happened right here.
It's an Equinox. The second vehicle is
You heard that one, right?
Edward Victor 380.
387 Adam.
87 Adam.
79th Street bus starting at Cottage, going eastbound, bus number 8420. Westbound, sorry.
All right, that's 09481. 09481.
7383 Frank.
83 Frank.
Squeeze through, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, 09486. 09486.
Okay, it's 131.
Fine.
Okay, we're up. We'll be on an 85.
An 85, okay.
There's a whole bunch of police activity right here.
83 Charlie.
Something just happened here and around the corner here. See that there?
09495. 09495.
So you got that over there.
All right, and car YouTube,
Oh, they just cleaned this up.
okay?
738 Henry.
It's bad down here, man. Bad things happen when you let drug addicts and criminals hang around all day.
09501. 09501.
Citywide 1, come in.
Bye.
Good evening. Can you do me a favor and just log off 1 Frank 22 so I'm able to log into the PCP?
Okay, can we try now? You're welcome. You too, be safe.
Where's 323?
Sorry, what unit?
7323. Can you just throw me on the cup details bus?
Sure, so far.
54.
4754?
The room number that they're in.
Room 2117, Adam. 2117, Adam. 83, Eddie.
Can I have an event number on Fairmont Red Lane?
Your MAC is 09534. 09534. 83.
It's undercover right there, right? So there's something going on down here.
Alright, Clark is 09542. 09542. 83, John.
Yes, one number for Brand Red.
Brand is 09563. 09563.
It's an 18 and citywide battery in progress, 600 699 North Street or 600 699 North Street. Male fighting his girlfriend, zone 46 clear.
Houston 9 citywide, person with a gun at Garfield and Walcott going through coaching. Two males are walking westbound and one flashed a gun. First one wearing a beige jacket, dark jeans, face mask, backpack, has a gun. Number 2, all black clothing, no further. Zone 13 clear.
397 Adam.
There's a lot of cops downtown. Something's going on. There's a lot of cops down here. A lot of cops down here.
4712. Good afternoon, 10-4.
383 boy.
83.
The number 3 extra Red Lane Center.
What's up, Marietta? What are you cooking tonight? Anything special? What's on the menu? We're caught up on the radio calls. So you got summer season, I don't know how many, that's the third year that I think that's closed.
So just happened 10 minutes ago, 6 8 male black jumps and tried to rob the one.
What? Where?
The one in citywide person with a knife, state and out of state. So just happened 10 minutes ago, 6 8 male black jumps and tried to rob the one.
That's in back of us, State and Adams.
No EMS. One of them told he had a knife wearing all black clothing. Other male black was also wearing black clothing. Last week going northbound on state, zone 46 there.
That's right here. That's why all the cops are here. You just heard it, right? Listen up.
The one in citywide person with a knife, state and out of state. So this happened 10 minutes ago, 6 8 male black jumped and tried to rob him, but one successful. One got away, no EMS. One of them told he had a knife wearing all black clothing. Other male black was also wearing black clothing. Last week going northbound on state, zone 46 there.
So they were beating somebody up. So we drove up on that thing. There was a robbery or beating right there, right? There they go. They're looking for somebody right there. That's the cops. They're looking for somebody right now, right? They're looking for somebody. They're around here looking for the perpetrators. See that there? That's a cop right there. And they're looking for somebody. Oh yeah, there's some bad hombres running around downtown. There's something going on. That's right here. It just happened. Somebody just got beat up. That's not good. It's not good when you're downtown. It becomes a lawless, dope dealing, criminal hangout. That's not good. You ain't gonna have no tourists over here. And then you got the child exploiters right there, right? Sitting right there, right?
It's actually requested for Sheriff's Department requested CPD assist to serve an order of protection for a subject who did not appear in court. 1624, it comes over as an assist to police at Gunnison and Mason. It's actually requesting the Cook County Sheriff's Department, requesting CPD assist to serve an order of protection for a subject who did not appear in court.
Oh, it smells like weed crazy down here.
Yeah. Gunnison and Mason.
Something going on there, right? This weed smell is horrible downtown, man. It's horrible. It's everywhere. The weed smells everywhere. It's bad.
Platform just upper level. Red line 95th Street.
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, 5 o'clock. We'll listen to the 5 o'clock news. What do you guys say? See what's going on, huh?
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Just in, the Senate advances a resolution to limit President Trump's Iran war powers for the first time after 4 Republicans defect. One of them, Republican Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, after his primary loss. Those investigating yesterday's shooting of 3 people at the Islamic Center of San Diego say the 2 shooters shared white supremacist beliefs and left behind writings showing their hatred toward various races and religions. FBI Special Agent in Charge, Mark Remini.
We're currently conducting extensive interviews with the subject's family and friends. We've executed 3 search warrants at residences associated with the subjects.
San Diego Police Chief Scott Wall praises a guard and 2 other men at the Islamic Center who slowed the attackers.
Without distracting the attention, without delaying the actions of these 2 individuals, without question, there would have been many more fatalities yesterday.
The 2 shooters took their own lives. President Trump is not only getting a $1.8 billion from the government to drop an IRS lawsuit, money that's being used for an anti-weaponization fund, but Loyola Law School professor Lori Levinson adds,
Donald Trump filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. Then he turned around and said, I'll drop that lawsuit, but what I get is a full release for my family and me from any possible tax charges against me.
The Justice Department says the new stipulation in the IRS Trump settlement applies to past or existing audits, not future ones. President Trump endorses a candidate in a tight U.S. Senate primary in Texas. He's backing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton over incumbent Republican John Cornyn, Vice President J.D. Vance.
We think Ken Paxton is going to be a great senator for the people of Texas, but most importantly, a great United States senator who can work on solving the problems that all of us confront as a country together.
An obituary for an old school beer.
Why settle for less? When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
That's the 1971 TV ad featuring happy people drinking what else? Schlitz beer. It's been around for 177 years, and though it was based in Milwaukee, it left a huge legacy in Chicago. Many taverns still have Schlitz logos on their buildings. Pabst Brewing Company is ceasing production due to dwindling demand for the once famous beer. There will be a farewell batch of the beer based on brewing logs from the first half of the 20th century. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The Sandy fire has burned almost 1,400 acres in Simi Valley, California. Tens of thousands of people under evacuation orders. Andrew Dowd with the Ventura County Fire Department.
Overnight cooling has led to the fire kind of dampening down. We anticipate increased fire behavior and increased winds.
This is CBS News.
The stars shine brighter on CBS 1. This is a slam dunk.
So cute. Y'all came in singing from yesterday. On CBS Mornings.
Chicago Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
5:03, Tuesday, the 19th day of May. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Fielding.
You got guys all around here. See that?
Still gusting out of the southwest at 33 miles an hour. Cooling down tonight. Kind of a cooling trend through the weekend. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 5:15. But first at 5, a man accused of preying upon women on Chicago's north side now facing charges. Details from WBBM's Glenn Marshall.
Prosecutors say 41-year-old Gabriel Wilkins would introduce himself as an art student to women outside of bars or leaving concert venues on the north side. Just last July, he approached 2 women on North Halster Street, then sexually abused one of them after luring them away from the street under the guise of taking photos of their breasts for a project. The victim discovered other women had been targeted through a TikTok video and came forward 6 months later. Wilkins is also charged with the lewd act of the CTA Brown line where he exposed himself. The county prosecutors say 6 additional investigations involving similar incidents remain active. He's being held until trial. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
There you go. They got some concert going on there. See that
Monitoring
there?
the situation at O'Hare tonight after an American Airlines flight headed to Boston had to return due to mechanical issues. The flight landed safely and taxied to the gate under its own power. American Airlines officials tell WBBM the aircraft was taken out of service and will be inspected by its maintenance team. Travelers are expected to board a new aircraft soon. A new report finds the use of gas stoves increases indoor pollution within minutes. It quickly exceeds levels set for outdoor air quality standards.
The Faith in Place report says high levels of carbon monoxide were detected around gas-burning equipment in about 80 of the 101 Chicago homes tested. American Lung Association national spokeswoman Dr. Juanita Mora says that indoor air pollution will negatively impact your health.
Long term, the biggest risk factor that we see, especially with particle pollution, and we're talking indoor air quality, is lung cancer, because these particles settle in.
With Chicagoans spending around 90% of their time indoors, Dr. Mora says air quality should be a priority. Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Elected officials in Arlington Heights want some answers from Governor Pritzker and others about a potential Bears stadium in their village and what it could mean for drivers. Palatine Mayor and former Bear Jim Schwantz tells our sister station 104 the score. He thinks the potential economic impacts of an Arlington Heights stadium are being overblown a bit.
People keep saying, "Oh, your bars, your restaurants are going to be full on Bears Day. Don't worry about it. You're going to see a huge boom in economic growth." Well, people come down and take a look at our bars and restaurants, whether the Bears are at Soldier Field or the Bears are at Energy Stadium or the Bears are out at SoFi, they're always full.
Mayors from Rolling Meadows and Schaumburg joined Schwantz in a letter sent to the governor and lawmakers saying a Bears stadium in Arlington Heights may require some major changes to key roadways. The Chicago alderman says he's suing the city and its former inspector general as a way to repair the harm done to, he says, his finances and his reputation by what he and his lawyer described as a bogus ethics investigation.
I want to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody moving forward.
Northwest Side Alderman Jim Gardner says that's why he's suing the city, the Board of Ethics, the Inspector General's office, and former IG Deborah Witzberg. He and lawyer Craig Tobin say the IG fabricated a case alleging that he used resources from his office to retaliate against a political critic by getting them cited for overgrown weeds on their property.
There was a decision to paint a target on the back of Jim Gardner.
The lawsuit seeks in excess of $1 million and claims that Witzberg and the IG deliberately tried to hide information that Gardner claims shows he did nothing wrong before the Board of Ethics cleared him of all charges. He confronted Witzberg about this back in October.
The people of my ward are owed an apology.
She did not offer one, and Gardner suggests if she had, he might not have filed suit.
They chose not to do that. So here we are today.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And former IG Deborah Witzberg is now the chief of staff for Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul. We've asked her for a response. The electric automaker Rivian has announced that the first of its new R2 SUVs are rolling up the assembly line. Governor Pritzker was at the plant in downstate Normal for the celebration.
Making EV ownership a more affordable option for more families across the United States, particularly combined with Illinois' electric vehicle tax rebate for consumers.
When fully scaled, the plant will be capable of manufacturing 155,000 R2 vehicles a year. 5:08 now. Time for traffic and weather together on the 8's 2 alerts. First, here's
It's funny, the governor said, oh, it'll be a middle class something, or people can afford them, but it's a $45,000 car. Plus you gotta have the special charging stuff and all of that. That guy, I don't even know what he's talking about. He had to backpedal his statement already. All those people are out of touch. They all lie. They all lie and they all cheat. They make stuff up. We got a county cop coming up behind us. Is that a county cop? There you go. Let's go see what they're up to, man. Where's that guy going? Over here to the dope spot? Let's listen, man. There's something going on. Let's go.
09835.
Come on, go see where that guy's going.
Marie 3.
I'll get a VIN number for Monroe Harbor.
Look at that, man. They're all over around here, man. The dope spot. See that?
Hi there, this is for the air for the mass transit units. Getting a sex offense other over at the red line at Granville red line.
Granville.
Got a female black, she's taking off her clothes. She's naked now, she's standing in a Granville location. I got nothing further.
Female black taking off her clothes. Granville red line. There you go, you just heard it, right?
Oh, what?
Okay, she's in front of the station?
Yeah, the ticket read that she's in front of the station naked. She took off all her clothes.
Station is that?
The red line Granville?
Red line Granville. Black female took all her clothes off.
In front of the station?
Yeah, the ticket read that she's in front of the station naked. She took off all her clothes.
Station is that?
The red line Granville?
Sex offense, red line, Granville, black female took all her clothes off at the station. That's drugs there. They keep talking about mental health and this and that, and we're going to have a task force. They never talk about the real problem, which is drugs. Oh, there you go. My phone is frozen now, so I can't even post it. You notice they never talk about that, the drug stuff? Why? Because they're pushing the drugs, that's why. The city is pushing the drugs, that's how they're making the money. I'll say it right here at SubX.News, the Chicago city government, along with the CTA, are promoting drug use. They are. They make money off of it for their elections. Of course they do. Why do you think they allow all these crimes to happen? I was at stations where they're doing the drugs right next to the CTA guy. There's videos of it. And then I'll videotape, and they said I can't videotape. I said, what do you mean? You can't videotape in the CTA station? I said, that guy's doing drugs right behind you. He goes, well, I'm going to report you because you're videotaping.
Identify Mass Transit units, also for the air. Blue Line, Jefferson Park. Got a male smoking on the Blue Line train platform. Caller sitting on the highway in traffic watching him. It's a male black, approximately 15
Male black, smoking Blue Line, Jefferson Park at the station. So that's what we're putting on the radio now, right? Smoking calls. Why aren't you arresting these people, right? Someone's parked on the highway watching them. There's something going on here. Somebody's listening to a bunch of music. What's that?
Number 8914.
Let's keep moving, eh?
87 Charlie.
Bus number 8914. Bound from 59.
Take 09900. 09900.
7383 George.
83 George.
For Jackson in the rear line.
09904. 09904.
People just
383 item.
Whatever they want.
83 item.
I get number first.
Alright, take 09915. 09915.
That's 383 item.
83 item.
I get number first. Not on the rest.
Alright, take 09915. 09915.
A lot of cops around, and you still see them breaking the law, but whatever.
83
life goes, I guess.
Can I have an older UFN number, zero mark, red line?
Alright, Cermac is 09924. 09924.
Red 383. Eddie.
83 Eddie.
Can I have an older UFN number, zero mark, red line?
Alright, Cermac is 09924. 09924.
People, man, they go right up to you, man. They panhandle, they come right up to your face here. They got right there. Right sure. Look, there's a guy right there. He comes up right up to your face, man. See that guy there, the tall guy there? He comes right up to your face. See him with the cap there?
Take 09942. 09942.
As people are walking, he comes right up to their face. Right to your face, man. I don't know, man. That ain't panhandling, and that ain't freedom of speech. That's getting into somebody's space there, man. That ain't appropriate. And the police need to start taking care of those activities.
Alright, take 09942.
Unit 1024 on the citywide. We're in a battery in progress. 1622 on Broadway. Caller say 3 people fighting outside for the last 10 minutes. You have a female black wearing a blue shirt, black pants. A male black wearing a light blue shirt, black pants, and another male black unknown. He's sitting down, no weapons or drugs, unknown alcohol, no further. 24 is on 11 clear.
Those clouds are wild up there. See those clouds? Look at it. Pretty wild, huh?
Broadway. Caller say 3 people fighting outside for the last 10 minutes. You have a female black wearing a blue shirt, black pants. A male black wearing a light blue shirt, black pants, and another male black unknown. He's sitting down, no weapons or drugs, unknown alcohol, no further. 24 is on 11 clear.
Pretty wild, right? Maybe I'll go up, get a nice picture of them clouds without the street lights.
738 Henry. 83 Henry.
Take a one for Clark and Lake, please.
Alright, take 09967. 09967. Alright, take 09967. 09967.
Adam.
83 Adam.
Platform check. Lower level, 93 speed red line.
Alright, that's 09974. 09974.
Adam.
83 Adam.
Platform check. Lower level, 93 speed red line.
Alright, that's 09974. 09974. Uh, 7383 Charlie?
Can I get a vest number for resident?
Alright, it's 09988. 09988. Seven three eight Charlie. Alright, it's 09988. 09988.
On the city route, we have a few calls on the border of shots fired, both coming in, Damon and Balmoral. Caller heard 3 to 4, didn't see anything, no further. Another caller stating they heard 5 in the area, no description of the shooter, no further. District 20 is on 11 clear. Charlie.
87 Charlie.
Box 1085, Sorry, you want lunch at where? 1065? Bus number 1085, southbound on Ashland from 61st. Oh, sorry, I heard lunch. Hold on. Alright, your number is 10013. 10013.
Marine 3.
Marine 3?
The number for museum campus, please.
87 Charlie?
Alright, take 100118. 10018.
Sorry, you want lunch at where?
10-4,
Oh, 2 units at one time. 7387 Adam.
79th Street bus ride, bus number 8148. We're going westbound and we started at Cottage.
Alright, your number is 10022. 10022. Next unit?
7383.
7383.
383 King. We had a disturbance on the platform. Guy with no shirt on. He has a shirt on now, 19 fall.
Alright, your number is 10025. 10025.
4.
I haven't figured out where they deal drugs over here. There's a lot of drug dealing around here, man. Because they're Pacific Garden Missions. They deal a lot of drugs around here.
Marine 3.
Marine 3?
Number for museum campus, please.
Alright, take 1018. 10018. 10018.
10-4, 3383.
Oh, 2 units at one time. 7387 Adam.
79th Street bus ride, bus number 8148. We're going westbound and we started at Cottage.
Your number is 10022. 10022. Next unit?
3383.
7383.
33 King. We had a disturbance on the platform. Guy with no shirt on. He has a shirt on now, 19 fall.
Alright, your number is 10025. 10025.
4.
John. 83 John.
Number, Grand Redley.
Grand is 10045. 10045.
I was going to show you the clouds from here, right? And then we're going to go a little west, right?
Yeah, headquarters.
Mark. Go ahead.
83 John.
Good, we got any abundance call for firefights, by any chance?
Grand is 100.
Nothing I see on the board.
10045.
Let me check the districts real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, headquarters.
Mark. Go ahead.
Good, we got any abundance call for firefights, by any chance?
Nothing I see on the board. Let me check the districts real quick.
And they're coming out together.
And now to some breaking news right now on the south side. We're in And now to some breaking news right now on the south side, where a man has been shot inside a barber shop in Washington Park. Police say an armed... And now to some breaking news right now on the south side, where a man has been shot inside a barber shop in Washington Park. Police say an armed suspect apparently walked into the shop at Springfield, Indiana, and simply opened fire. The victim was stated the arm and hand is expected to be okay. So far, no one is in custody.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you're welcome.
Go for Marine headquarters.
Okay, fire said the only thing that they had was over at 1205 West on Sherwin. But that was the female on the inflatable tube with the paddle.
Yeah, that was earlier. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
There you go. I wanted to show you guys the clouds. You'll see. They're pretty wild. See that? How do you like that? It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, how about like that? Yeah, we do clouds, we do sunsets, we do all of that fancy stuff. Maybe we'll just do cloud cam all the time, 24/7. We'll get an infrared camera. I had a buddy that's got an infrared camera for his Jeep. There you go, how's that look? That's pretty cool, ain't it?
83 David.
There you go, man. I'll take a little break. I'm going to fill up my little tea jug, and we're going to listen to 5:30 News. How about that?
86, Boston West. Alright, that's
that looks pretty nice,
10084. 10084.
That's St. Ignatius in front of you. Alright, this is some news. How about that?
WBBM, an early morning shooting in Skokie leaves one man dead.
This is Andy Dane in the loop.
It was a failure.
A Tinley Park concert venue and major entertainment company are being taken to court over the alleged sexual assault of a teenage concert goer.
The federal government agrees.
She's a teenager drinking illegally at a concert, suing the concert venue, right?
Broker, a new hotel is slated to fill empty office space on the Mag Mile.
And in business.
I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg. Down arrows on Wall Street today on fears about rising inflation. The Dow falling 322 points, the Nasdaq down 220, the S&P lower by 49.
Cloudy skies, 72 degrees at 5:31. An early morning shooting in Skokie claims the life of a 21-year-old man. The story from WBBM's Glenn Marshall.
Officers say they responded just after 6 Tuesday morning to a call for someone shot near La Crosse Avenue and Grove Street. That's where they found the 21-year-old victim suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Skokie police have not announced any arrests, but say there is no known threat to the public. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
A major entertainment company and its Tinley Park concert venue targets of a newly filed lawsuit over the alleged sexual assault of a teenage girl last summer.
Attorney Molly Wells represents the family of a 16-year-old girl who attended a Wiz Khalifa concert at Credit Union 1 Amphitheater last July with a friend and the friend's mother. Accused of buying alcohol for the girl, referred to as Jane Doe, before she walked away from the bathroom.
Jane was brought in.
Tell me the event number, turmeric, red light.
Is where she was
sure, it's 10107. 10107.
The Tinley Park venue of negligence and inadequate security. Wells says could have prevented the assault.
The restricted area was open. The cameras weren't being watched. A minor was given alcohol. Those are violations that Live Nation allowed to happen and actively participated in.
18-year-old Roman Basso of Frankfurt has been charged in the alleged assault. The lawsuit seeks damages for, quote, emotional distress, humiliation, and loss of enjoyment of life.
This is enormously impacted her life.
In the Loop, Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
5:33 around the nation. We're learning more details about President Trump's decision to drop his lawsuit against the IRS.
The president dropped his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS over a leak of his tax returns in exchange for nearly $1.8 billion compensation fund for those who believe they were wrongly prosecuted, including January 6 rioters convicted of assaulting police. Vice President J.D. Vance said anyone can file.
We're not making commitments to give anybody money. We're just making commitments to look at things case by case.
The settlement also states the U.S. is forever barred and precluded from examining or prosecuting President Trump, his sons, and the Trump Organization's current tax issues. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Meanwhile, the president's also endorsing a candidate in a tight U.S. Senate primary in Texas. Today, he said he backed Ken Paxton over incumbent John Cornyn ahead of their runoff. As President J.D. Vance explained why Paxton earned the president's blessing.
We think Ken Paxton is going to be a great senator for the people of Texas, but most importantly, a great United States senator who can work on solving the problems that all of us confront as a country together.
The winner of the runoff favored to take the general election in November. Texas has not elected a Democrat to the Senate in nearly 40 years. Voters continue to investigate yesterday's deadly shooting at that Islamic Center in San Diego as a hate crime. 2 teenagers attacked the facility, shooting and killing 3 people, including a security guard. Police Chief Scott Wall looked to reassure Muslims that they will be able to gather and pray safely there.
I know it may not feel this way, but we are one community. You're going to see a visible presence at places of worship throughout our county.
The 2 shooters died from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. In Indiana, a Trump-backed candidate for state senate is seeking a recount after he said
704 units on 7 in Citywide. We have a person with a knife at 5768 South Wood Street, 5716 South Wood. Caller states that there is a black male with a blue baseball cap, white shirt, shorts, backpack hanging, and a big knife threatened to kill the caller and her dog. Last seen headed southbound, no further. So 6 clear.
Campaign has identified 14 people who disclosed they voted in the Republican primary despite being Democrats or progressives.
4730.
Some making the admission on social media. Indiana has an open primary system. Voters request either Republican or Democrat ballots. State law says primary voters must have voted in the last general election for a majority of the regular nominees of the political party whose ballot they chose, or intend to do so in the next general election. Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Potential deal on the table for a new hotel to be built in the former John Hancock Center.
Springfield Chicago Business reports one of the city's most famous buildings is working on a deal to add a Marriott hotel to its tower. Sources close to Chicago-based real estate firm Hearn told Cranes the plan is for 350 rooms to be built between the 23rd and 34th floors of the tower. It's a move that would add to the magnificent miles post-pandemic recovery. The hotel would take up mostly unoccupied office space.
We just showed you that, didn't we? Didn't we just show you that? 500,000 square feet or something, or 50,000?
With award-winning cuisine, luxurious hotel apartments.
We just showed you that was for rent or for lease, right? And SubX.News is always ahead of the news, man. That's what we're about, man. We see what's going on because we're out on the street. That's why. I'll show you all the clouds. Check that out, right? Pretty cool, right?
Now use fake smartness to know you're real.
Oh, you mean artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
Grandma, AI is a tool banks use. First American knows you're real.
Well, Francis Lakomsky's telling me to get best known.
Pretty cool, eh?
No, Grandma, you applied for a
That's nice. See that there?
His First American has
8 a.m. 516 Logan Square at the Blue Lane. Alright, Logan is 10165. 10165. Alright, so the Lakeshore Drive units, if anybody's close by, Lakeshore Drive at Chicago and Lakeshore Drive. The far left lane in the northbound lanes, there's a stealth vehicle, red in color, and the driver appears to be out of the vehicle on the phone.
Lowest gas prices.
15 also, you notify us.
Alright, 10-4.
Let's keep moving, right?
7387 Charlie. 87 Charlie.
After 489. Barrington
Bus number 8711, northbound on Ashland from 47.
Well, you see a
All right, that's 10175. 10175.
4277. It's 5:38 now. Traffic sponsored by the Village of Bedford Park. Here's Neil.
So we had a shooting on the south side today, and somebody was killed in Skokie. I'll have to dig up what happened there in Skokie. Strange how I posted that Channel 7 report on the shooting. They don't have the time. It's weird. They don't have the basic reporter date, time, place. Right?
Logan Square, street level.
Alright, Logan is 10185. 10185?
10-4, thank you.
You're welcome.
Unit 1 and citywide assault in progress, 500 West Roosevelt, 500 West Roosevelt, male black sitting in a restaurant, he's harassing people, yelling and speaking too loudly, zone 466.
500 West Roosevelt, that's right here. All right here.
And a big knife threatened to kill the caller and her dog. Last team headed southbound, no further. Zone 6 clear.
That's right here, 500 West Roosevelt. Right here.
4730.
Right here somewhere.
Can you put me on the Wrigley event, please?
That's right there at Dunkin' Donuts, the dope spot, right?
8 a.m.
The 500 Logan Square at the bowling.
Alright, Logan is 10165. 10165. Alright, for the Lakeshore Drive units, if anybody's close by, Lakeshore Drive at Chicago, Chicago and Lakeshore Drive.
Assault in progress inside a restaurant, 500 West Roosevelt.
Our left lane in the northbound lane.
Assault. Assault in progress.
Unit 1 and citywide theft in progress, 71 North Michigan, 701 North Michigan, Brittany said 3 teens or earlier,
Roosevelt.
20 years of age adults are stealing, one male black, 2 female black. Vendor has a male black wearing all black clothing, and they are in the men's or kids department. Zone 4 station clear.
Alright, 10-4.
And then 387 Charlie.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam. Number 8711.
Heading to 79th Street bus eastbound from State, bus number 1306.
Alright, that's 10206. 10206.
All right, here we go. A big push to get the paddy wagons.
7388, boy.
88.
Oh, we work. 7388, Adam.
88 Adam.
The 500 Logan Square at the bowling.
White Palace Grill.
Alright, Logan is 10165. 10165.
Oh, you smell his weed here too.
For the Lakeshore Drive units, if anybody's close by, Lakeshore Drive at Chicago, Chicago and Lakeshore Drive. The far left.
8383 David.
83 Dave.
86 South to the west.
Alright, that's 10084. 10084.
7383
83 Eddie.
Having the event number, Dermot, red line.
1600 citywide steps in progress. 7141 West Addison. 7141 West Addison is Pulaski Polish Deli and Baker. There's a male Hispanic and a female black who are in aisle 2 stealing. Male subjects wearing a black shirt, females wearing a black shirt, black pants, sandals, 16 District Zone 1.
And a big knife.
7388 Adam.
7387 Charlie.
7388, boy.
Unit 1 and citywide assault in progress, 500 West Roosevelt, 500 West Roosevelt, male black sitting in a restaurant, he's harassing people, yelling and speaking too loudly, zone 466.
It's right here, right?
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Heading to 79th Street bus eastbound from State, bus number 1306.
Alright, that's 10206. 10206.
be these places right here. Might be one of these places right here. Yeah, there he is. He's right in there. There's a guy right there. That's where they sold the dope at. He's right in there.
20 units of 16 on the citywide attempts in progress. 7141 West Addison. 7141 West Addison is Pulaski, Polish, Deli, and Baker. There's a male Hispanic and a female black who are in aisle 2.
605.
Male subject wearing a black shirt, female wearing a black shirt, black
4605?
5605.
5605, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Taking an event number leaving city limits on a missing persons investigation heading to Lombard. Let's give you the RD number real quick.
Go ahead.
It's John King.
Hey, guys right there. Let's see how long it takes for the cops to come, huh?
10206.
Okay, we're going to use event 10246. 10246.
738 AM.
8300.
The platform shows Logan there at the bowling.
Alright, Logan is 10251.
10251.
He's inside there, man, right?
If anybody's close by, Lakeshore Drive at Chicago and Lakeshore Drive.
The guy right in there.
The far left lane, the northbound lane, there's a stealth vehicle, red in color, and the driver appears to be out of the vehicle on the phone.
7 Charlie.
15, I'll go.
87 Charlie. That's number 1569.
There's no cops here, see that?
87 Charlie.
Alright, 10255. 10255.
Northbound on Ashland from 37th.
7388, boy.
88.
We work together. Blue line check, please. Logan Square, street level.
Unit 10-1 and citywide assault in progress. 500 West Roosevelt. 500 West
That's
Roosevelt.
right there.
Male black sitting in a restaurant. He's harassing people, yelling and speaking too loudly. Zone 466.
There's no cops here. That happened 6 minutes ago.
7387 Adam.
Progress, 7141 West Addison. 7141 West Addison is Pulaski, Polish, Deli, and Baker. There's a male Hispanic and a
Theft
female
in progress. Pulaski, Polish, Deli.
Female wearing a black shirt, black pants, sandals, and Christian zone. 20 units of 16 on the citywide acceptance progress, 7141 West Addison. 714. 20 units of 16 on the citywide acceptance progress, 7141 West Addison. 7141 West Addison is Pulaski, Polish, Deli, and Baker. There's a male Hispanic and a female black who are in aisle 2 stealing. Male subjects wearing a black shirt, females wearing a black shirt, black pants, sandals, and Christian zone 1.
Where's that at again?
20 units of 16 on the citywide acceptance progress, 7141 West Addison. 7141 West Addison is Pulaski, Polish, Deli, and Baker. There's a male Hispanic and a female black who are in aisle 2 stealing. Male subjects wearing a black shirt, females wearing a black shirt, black pants, sandals, and Christian zone 1. Charlie. 87 Charlie. That's number 1565. That's 83 Charlie. 83 Charlie. Take 10268. 10268.
Two subjects stealing in aisle 2.
Now try it again.
7383 Adam.
83 Adam.
95th Street Red Line.
There's 10276. 10276.
83 Adam.
83 Adam.
Background check. Alpha level Red Line, 95th Street.
There's a dude in there. See that dude in there?
10278. 10278.
See him going back and forth?
83.
Number 7, that's your live stop phone, please.
Over the platform at 0283. 10283.
There's no cops here.
7389, boy.
89.
Can I get a number for the trip mission? Kipsy in the green line.
That's 10288. 10288.
14, hold us down with Adam also.
Okay, 10-4.
Marine 3.
Marine 3.
Homeland Security says for filtration plan.
Take 10292. 10292.
Appropriate.
Yep.
So there's no response here. You got it? The guy's sitting there. He won't leave the restaurant. They called the police. The police aren't here. This is what you're dealing with. So people say, oh, yeah, don't bother that lady. She shouldn't be selling food, the vendor, right? There's a big difference between a food vendor selling stuff illegally on Michigan Avenue and a guy inside of a store bothering the customers. That's two different crimes. This is a crime. The other one is a municipal violation.
10306. 10306.
Guy's sitting right there, right in that middle window without the writing on it. There's no cops coming, right?
83 Frank.
83 Frank.
Roosevelt. 7388, boy.
88.
Oh, we work together. Blue line check, please. Logan Square, street level.
Alright, Logan is 10185. 10185.
10-4, thank you.
You're welcome.
Unit 10-1 and citywide assault in progress, 500 West Roosevelt, 500 West Roosevelt. Male black sitting in a restaurant. He's harassing people, yelling and speaking too loudly. Zone 466.
So we're at this place. That call came in at 5:38. It's now 5:50. There's no police here. You see that there? That's what's going on here, right? That person's still inside that restaurant there. There's no police. Nobody's come. There's no relief here. The restaurant called for help, and they're not getting any help here. That's what you see here. SubX.News on the spot reporting. 500 West Roosevelt. There was a call at 5:38. Someone is harassing customers inside the restaurant. They asked for police help, and they're not getting it over here. That's what's going on. SubX.News on the spot reporting here.
Boy.
83 boy.
Number 7, that's your live stop phone, please.
Over the platform at 0283. 10283.
Assault in progress at the Baskin-Robbins Dunkin' Donuts, 500 West Roosevelt at Canal. Call came in at 5:38 p.m. We're over here at 5:50 p.m. There's no response at all. And the guy's sitting inside the restaurant. So what do the actual Chicago police do nowadays? Kind of get it? We've been saying that they're short-handed and that the mayor has actually done it on purpose. You figure if a restaurant calls, you should be here, right? I guess not. That's extremely dangerous. Does everybody understand why this is dangerous? You don't know what's wrong with that guy. Is he on drugs? Is he mentally ill? Is he got heat stroke? What has he got? They call for help and there's nobody here. So again, Chicago Police Department with the city is anti-business. They're anti-business. They're not helping the business, right? The business says we need your help, right? And they're not here. How long you want to wait to see if the cops show up, right?
Boy.
83 boy.
That number 7, that's your red light platform, please.
Right for the platform at 0283, 10283.
7389, boy.
89.
Can I get a number for the trip mission? Kinsey and the Green Line.
That's 10288. 10288.
14, hold the with Adam also.
Okay, sir.
Marine 3.
Marine 3.
Homeland Security Central Filtration Plan.
Take 10292. 10292.
That's all thing. 83 John.
83 John.
What number is Grand Red?
10306. 10306.
83 Frank.
83 Frank.
Roosevelt red line number, please.
Okay, 10317. 10317.
There they go. They finally showed up. There you go. Police finally showed up. It's 5:56. There they go.
County is showing westbound bus number 8158.
Alright, that's 10347. 10347.
2388, boy.
88 boy.
That number, blue line is throttle.
Cops finally showed up.
10368. 10368.
So they showed up at 5:55. About 20 minutes.
7353.
He's smoking next to there. Shouldn't be smoking, right? There you go. Not supposed to be smoking by the entrance of a place, right? There you go. Cops finally showed up over here at the Baskin Robbins. SubX.News on the spot reporting. Assault in progress. They're trespassing him. Guy smoking a cigarette right next to the entrance of the restaurant, which is illegal in the city. He looks like he's high or something's wrong with him. We don't know. Right there you go. SubX.News.
Your number is 10397. 10397.
7353.
7353. Alright, 53 number is 10393. 10393. There is another unit at Terminus. Another unit at Terminus.
3380.
Okay, your number is 10397. 10397.
7388.
88.
Guy's jacked up, man. He's smoking by the entrances, right?
Alright, that's 10400. 10400.
Don't you see how he's jacked up?
8300. That's 1040, sir. 1046.
383 David.
83.
Text off your red.
10410. 10410.
7341.
41.
On the Bay Lake in the red.
The guy's not leaving. He's right there. See that?
10412. 10412.
The guy's not leaving. See that? He's right over there. There you go. He's not leaving. See that there? And he's all jacked up. Cops finally show up about 20 minutes later. The dude's all jacked up. Looks like he's high. Smoking cigarettes all around the restaurants. And he's not leaving. He's just hanging out. 6 p.m. Guy should be taken away somewhere to a detox.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend. Ease into your Saturday with CBS Saturday Morning on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
At California Closets, we design for the little things. Take this moment of a parent walking across their toy-filled living room for a glass of water. And now, the California Closets version of that moment. Family room and home storage solutions by designers who get you. California Closets. More room for what matters.
Step into one of history's most powerful stories. Now open at Griffin Museum of Science and Industry. Anne Frank, the exhibition, invites you inside a full-scale recreation of the secret annex, where Anne and her family lived in hiding during the Nazi occupation of Amsterdam. Discover more than 130 original collection pieces, including never-before-seen artifacts. Connect with her life in a deeply personal way through immersive media, photography, and sound. Get tickets at griffinmsi.org.
In the UK, some ugly
500 West Roosevelt, assault in progress call.
More from CBS's Vicky Barker. A British TV network has pulled all episodes of its reality series Married at First Sight after 2 former contestants said they were raped and a third said she'd been sexually assaulted. The producers defend their safeguarding standards, but British regulators are calling for a criminal investigation. And the head of a new media watchdog says any format involving couples who meet for the first time on their wedding day was always going to carry a high level of risk. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London. The NFL is taking the 2030 Super Bowl to Nashville and the Tennessee Titans' newly closed Nissan Stadium after team owners vote to hold the league's championship game in the Music City for the first time. The Titans are on the schedule to finish the new stadium directly across from the current Nissan Stadium in February, completing the 3-year construction. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
The time now is 6:05 on Tuesday, May 19th, 2026. Good evening. I am Glenn Marshall, and currently right now we are seated under partly sunny skies. It's about 70 degrees here in Chicago. It's going to be partly to mostly cloudy, and then we'll see some turning cooler temperatures tonight. It'll be a low of 52 degrees. Tomorrow, though, breezy and much warmer with clouds giving way to some sunshine. We'll see
the dude's right around the corner. You want me to show you?
At the lakefront tomorrow night, though, partly cloudy and cool.
Want me to show you where he's at?
Now, we will take a look at
that dude's right there on the side of the building there. He's right there.
But our top story here on News Radio WBBM starts now. Elected officials near Arlington Heights want answers from Governor Pritzker and others about what a potential Bears stadium in the village could mean for drivers. WBBM's Andy Dane has the story.
Among those raising concerns and calling for a comprehensive traffic study, Palatine Mayor and former Mayor Jim Schwantz, who appeared on our sister station 104.3 The Score.
We need to see a robust traffic study that gets people, separated from the facility and out and into the main arteries. To get them off the property.
Mayors from Rolling Meadows and Schaumburg joined Schwantz in a letter sent to the governor and legislative leaders because the Bears Stadium in Arlington Heights may require major changes to I-90, Algonquin Road, Northwest Highway, and other key roadways.
What we don't want to see is, something that falls through the cracks in an infrastructure bill should the Bears come here, and now we're left fixing a roadway that we didn't intend to fix.
Team leaders have said Arlington Heights and Hammond, Indiana are their 2 final options for a new stadium. Andy Dane, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And lawmakers in Springfield are considering a new bill that requires construction companies to provide female employees with separate bathroom facilities.
Women deserve to feel comfortable and safe.
Beth Berenson says that's the crux of the new bill, which would require employers on a construction site to provide separate bathroom facilities, stock menstrual products, and upon request, provide a private space for nursing employees to lactate. Berenson is the policy director of Chicago Women in Trades. She says the bill would address a lot of the negative experiences female construction workers have had.
Everything from experiencing...
I thought we were supposed to be non-binary nowadays. I thought you can use any washroom. You see? Do you see how the unions and how the left abuse the public? First they say we're going to be non-binary and anybody can use any washroom. And now they say they have to provide special washrooms for women. You see how they are? So you can see they do drugs back here. I'm going to show you. That guy didn't leave. He's right there. You'll see.
Unit 3 in Citywide, you got a battery in progress, 60th and Rose. Male black wearing orange clothing, walking, hitting a male black teen wearing black clothing. There was a female black
looks
teen
like that
wearing
guy's
black
the
clothes
drug
with
dealer,
them.
right?
They were in the park walking towards the pond. No further.
That mid
No
guy, right?
further there.
That's the drug dealer there, right? He was hiding something in the bushes, right? They sell drugs around here, I'm telling you. Look at all these people. There's a vendor right there. You'll see how far that guy bends down, right? He's not drunk. When you're drunk, you fall down. They sell drugs all around. The guy that they kicked out is over here. I'll show you. See that guy? Right there. Oh, he might be drunk. He's got a little bottle with him there.
Back to 290, and then the Bentonville Bridge to Balmoral. Next report from the Metro Traffic Center at 618. News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Thanks a lot, Abby. We'll have a low of 52 degrees tonight, but we'll see a high tomorrow of 57. A bit cooler at the lakefront, though, with a low of 46 tomorrow night. It's currently 70 degrees at O'Hare. We're looking at 72 at Midway. And
this is
with the lakefront.
Canal and Roosevelt. They're selling drugs all around here.
And a 13-year-old boy is facing charges after he shot and wounded another teenager in Joliet. It happened yesterday evening near McDonough and Market Streets. Police say they found a 13-year-old boy suffering from a gunshot wound to the left shoulder. He was airlifted to a Maywood hospital in critical condition. First responders say he has since been stabilized but remains in critical condition. However, the teen shooter is facing reckless discharge of a firearm. And Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says he is healthy and has no life-threatening ailments as questions continue about his health. The governor was admitted to a Springfield hospital last Wednesday for treatment of complications from what his office says was an outpatient urological procedure on May 1st. Governor Pritzker told reporters
he might just be drinking, that guy. He's got a little wine bottle next to him.
The next day.
Even though the doctor told me to take the week off, and I definitely was not appearing in public, I was at home. But believe me, I was on the phone with my staff. Well, wrote a whole bunch of letters, made a whole bunch of phone calls, texted all, but because I'm interacting about running the government.
Now the governor is 61 years old. He waved off questions about whether he'd ask his doctors to share more information, saying he would disclose any condition or illness that would prevent him from doing his job. And the owners of an iconic Chicago steakhouse are suing.
7383
for Midway International Airport plans to close their restaurant.
Gene's Bistro opened at Midway in 2020 as part of a 20-year deal between Gene and Giorgetti and SSP America. That deal has abruptly ended despite 15 years left on the contract, and the restaurant owners are filing suit, claiming SSP America damaged their brand. Co-owner Michelle Derpetti says the action raises broader questions about how local restaurant brands are protected within large airport concession partnerships. Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
In the meantime, Buffalo Grove has been ranked the best place to live in Illinois. The U.S. News and World Report also ranked the village as the 15th best place to live in the country for 2026. Some other suburbs nationally. We're talking about Naperville. They placed 32nd. Arlington Heights at 46. Palatine at 71st. Bolingbrook at 72nd. And Elgin at 74th. The annual rankings evaluate communities on quality of life.
We didn't make it on that list. Chicago, did we? Quality of life.
Coming up after the break, we'll look at that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Forecast is 613.
With combat operations in
I'll show you. That guy's wandering around. So they kicked him out of the one store. The dude's all jacked up, walking around. He should have been put in a drunk tank. In the old days, they put you in a detox for 12 hours, 24 hours, depending on how bad you were. You slept it off, they let you out. That's it. You didn't even have a charge. You might have some disorderly conduct, public intoxication, a ticket you would get. But that's how the system used to work. You can argue it was good or bad. You really didn't affect you. You didn't go to prison for that stuff. You just slept it off. Let's say I allegedly know about that stuff, right? But that's how it was, a drunk tank, right? If you talk to any cop, he'll tell you they used to do that, right? Throw you in the drunk, there he goes. Now that guy is going to another store. Didn't you see that there? He's going inside another store. See that there? There he goes. He's going inside of another place. See that there? Look, he's all jacked up. See him right there? Look, he's all jacked up right there. Look at him. See that there? He's walking around. There's people walking here. Look at that. He's going in there. He's going to do whatever he's going to do in that place. You see that there? There's people all walking around. How dangerous is that? You're watching something unfold that shouldn't have been. Look, now he goes in. He's jacked up. He's high. He's drunk. He's mentally ill. Whatever he is. He already had one store say, this dude's bothering our customers. Cops said, get out of here. Instead of taking him somewhere and putting him somewhere, now he's in another establishment. Did you just see that? Just seen that, right? Just seen it. You seen it live on our TV. What happens in our city? I don't want to say none, but those two cops, if something happens to somebody in here, they should be held responsible. They should have taken him somewhere or did something and say, you got to go somewhere. You're too high. You can't handle yourself. Instead, the cops let him walk around, and he entered another building there. There's somebody right behind me right now. You've just seen it. I just showed you what happened. So the guy walked from one business that threw him out to another business. Imagine if your family's in here right now, right? I don't know. There was somebody behind me, man. I don't know if they are anymore. I can't see behind me. You just seen that, right? SubX.News. Who knows who's in here? You don't know what the guy's problems are. I ain't saying lock him up, throw him away. I ain't saying any of that, did I? I said he shouldn't be walking around doing whatever he's doing because he already got... So that guy you just seen was thrown out of one restaurant, one place by the business, said, this dude's messing with our customers. And what did he do? He walked across the street because the cops did nothing, and he walked into another business, all high and drunk. That's what you got now. There is no police enforcement in our city. None. Zero. You just seen it. Oh, wait. Yeah, if you question authority, right? If you question what they're doing, if you videotape an arrest, that's what you're going to get arrested for, right? You just seen it. I'm not making this up. You just seen it live on our show. You seen the exact problem. You just seen the failure of our system to protect who? Two things. Think about this. One, they failed to protect that man from himself. He's drunk or high or mental. One of the three. One of the three. So the police failed to protect him from his own self because he's jacked up. One. Second, they failed to protect the public here. And you can say, well, yeah, John, you don't know. No, we do know. There was a call of an assault. There was already a business that said he was bothering people. There was already a complaint against him, and they let him go into another business. There's your problem. You just seen our problem in Chicago. You seen it right here. That's it. Right? I get it. People get high, people get drunk, people are mentally ill. I understand that 100%. You can't be locking everybody up. I get that too, but you can't be letting them walk around and from one business to another. Now the guy's in here somewhere, right? He's in here. You want to go look for him or what? Let's go. We'll go walk around. Let's go. Let's see if we can find the dude, right? We'll walk around. We gotta stretch our legs a little bit, right? Correct? We'll see if my live feed works, right? There we go. We're doing a little investigation, eh? SubX.News on the spot reporting. So we're gonna go see where this guy is, right? Ready to go? Don't tell anybody what I'm doing, okay? We're gonna go see where that guy went. Just be quiet, right? SubX.News. If the video goes off, I'll tell you guys later. Oh man, it's windy out here. We'll keep it like this, like I'm reading or something, right? We can go see if we can find this guy, right? What's up, my brother? I don't see the guy anywhere here, right? Maybe check the Panera Bread real quick. I'm gonna go back and get out of here, right?
You go to Petco? Come on.
We'll go out and around, get some fresh air. But you see that there's kids here, there's women here, there's families here, there's people here. This ain't a place to be high and drunk, right? I'm sorry, my brothers in blue and sisters in blue. That was not appropriate to let them go from one store to the other. Wherever that guy is now, we don't know. This is a whole big place. You see that there? And he can go into places like that. Whatever, right? See that there? can go anywhere, right? You don't know where the guy went. You don't know what he's gonna do, right? There we go. Not in there. I don't know where the guy went. Whatever. So the guy went from there, he was thrown out and came into this place. And it's dinner time, people are shopping, relaxing, and he's all jacked up in this place. Place is all empty, see that there? Oh, there's our boy over there. Now he's standing, see that there? I think he might have some of that fentanyl in him too. See him over there? Now he's standing. See that there? I told you we're gonna change it up this year. Whole Foods, South Loop. Got a lot of people wearing masks around here and it's 80 degrees out. Some dangerous ass shit. Alrighty, let's get in here. There you go. So we don't know where the guy is. There you go, right? There we go. There we go. SubX.News. You guys seen it? The point of that was what? He had a report that he was messing with customers in one store. He got kicked out. He was wasted. You could see something was wrong with him. Cops said, get out of here, and he went right into another store. Yeah, that's how our criminal justice works in this city. Drug addicts, drunks, carjackers, murderers, whatever, right? You don't get taken care of. We just seen it, right? You don't need to see anything more than that. Do you? Do you need to see anything more than that? I don't think so. It's hot outside, I'll tell you that. It's muggy. It's really muggy. Oh. Let's keep moving, right? There you go. You heard it, right? You heard it and you seen it. You seen it with your own eyes. Guy had an assault, kicked out of a place of business for harassing customers. Cops said blah blah blah. They didn't even kick him out of the place. He was wandering around, right? And then what happened? He walks right into the next business across the street. They had an accident there.
7385 Henry.
85 Henry.
I got the number for lower 47 the red line.
It's going to be 10758. 10758.
Well, thank you.
Well.
3, 85 boy.
85.
Make it a red line check at 95th.
95th is 1
So here, this is what I gotta say. I see this all day. Sometimes it's not on camera. When I turn it off, I'm still out on the field some days for an hour or two. I see a lot of things. Some stuff I don't put on, some stuff I record I don't. So I want everybody to understand, this is what I see on a daily basis. That. No action. They talk about treatment and trauma. That's trauma. What's the trauma? They're sending a guy that's harassing one business into another business. The city did that. The city, the Chicago Police Department sent some drunk dude that's wasted into another business. That's their fault. If something happens in that other business, it's the CBD's fault. But guess what? No one will ever know. No one will know because there's no reports. No one's watching it. No one would know. Who knows? SubX does. We don't know who the guy's name is. We don't know what he is. Here, I'll tell you this story before the news comes on at 6:30. There was a guy, a homeless guy, by my wife's work by Northwestern. He was there all the time, smoking reefers, doing all kinds of stuff, talking to and stuff, doing all kinds of things. A couple of times he approached my wife and me and I said, you need to get lost, bro. You need not to be around me or my wife. You need to go. And he starts blobbling to me. I said, listen, you got one opportunity to leave. That's all you got. You mess with my wife, you're gonna be in trouble, bro. Guess what happened? I went to the security. I told security this, right? They didn't do bullshit about it. Guess what happened? 6 months later, he raped a doctor in the elevator. He raped a doctor in the elevator by the parking lot. The same guy. Then CWB does a whole report on it that he's a serial abuser, serial guy. That's what he wrote about it. I got videos of this guy. You can look at me. I'm going back 3 years. I said, this guy shouldn't be here. I got all the videos. I told security, he shouldn't be here. This is a public space. He shouldn't be here. This is where people are. He can be in a park, maybe, but he shouldn't be in a park jacked up. Guess what? He raped a woman. After I told, what I should do, I should find that victim and say, you know what? I told them to remove him. And she should sue the shit out of that hospital for $100 billion. That's what they're doing to us. That's what the system does to us. They allow these predators to walk around us every day. 6:30 News. 6:30 News.
But tomorrow will start the day off breezy and much cooler with clouds giving way to some sunshine, a high of 57. It's going to be a bit cooler at the lakefront, and then tomorrow night partly cloudy and cool with a low of 46 degrees. Time now is 6:31. The federal government has agreed to permanently drop tax claims against President Trump. Correspondent Sagar Magdani has more.
The federal government has agreed to permanently drop tax claims against President Trump. It's part of a deal to resolve the president's $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS over a leak of his tax returns. A settlement document says the U.S. is forever barred and precluded from examining the president, his sons, and the Trump Organization's current tax issues. Another part of the settlement unveiled yesterday is the creation of a nearly $1.8 billion so-called anti-weaponization fund to compensate people who believe they were targeted for politically motivated prosecution. The administration is not ruling out letting people who acted violently during the Capitol riot apply for payouts. Sagar Magani, Washington.
And Secretary of State Marco Rubio will travel to Europe this week for a NATO meeting.
Rubio's trip comes as the Trump administration looks to reduce troop levels in Europe and Trump's repeated criticism of NATO allies for not assisting in the war with Iran. Rubio is expected to again insist that NATO allies invest more in their own defense. NATO's top commander says he doesn't expect any more immediate drawdowns of American troops from Europe beyond the 5,000 Trump has announced will leave the continent. Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
And a new report finds the use of gas stoves bumps up in indoor pollution within minutes, quickly exceeding levels set for outdoor air quality standards. Dr. Juanita Mora is a national spokesperson for the American Lung Association and says exposure to carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide can cause a range of issues.
Short term, we might see asthma symptoms, wheezing, a new onset cough, etc. But as time progresses, then these particles start going into other organs, affecting them chronic long term.
Since Chicagoans spend 90% of their time indoors, Dr. Morris says air quality should be a priority. And a local venue and major entertainment company, they're being taken to court for negligence in the alleged sexual assault of a young concert goer last year.
It was a failure.
The family of a 16-year-old girl is suing Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park, as well as Live Nation, alleging inadequate security during a Wiz Khalifa concert last July, where a lawsuit says the victim, identified as Jane Doe, was sexually assaulted near a venue bathroom.
The area that she was assaulted, the restricted area, was not actually restricted. It was a space that any patron, any predator could walk into unchallenged. It wasn't a restricted area.
Attorney Molly Wells also says there was no security or staffers monitoring surveillance cameras in the area of the assault, which occurred shortly after an adult the teen was with purchased alcohol for her. That person is not named in the suit.
Right now, there are parents and children that are buying tickets to concerts and amphitheaters and festivals. These parents deserve to know that the company that is taking their money is taking care of the children that are coming to their venue.
18-year-old Roman Basso of Frankfurt has been charged with sexual assault in the case. In the Loop, Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And authorities are investigating yesterday's deadly shooting at an Islamic center in San Diego as a hate crime. 2 teenagers attacked the facility, fatally shooting 3 people. Police Chief Scott Wall said the public can expect to see a greater police presence at houses of worship.
Law enforcement is banding together to make sure that there is a feeling of being safe at every place of worship.
Now, the 2 shooters died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. And we are talking more in the government. They want to allow thousands more white Afrikaners into the U.S.
President Trump claims Afrikaners are facing a genocide in South Africa. He confronted President Cyril Ramaphosa with the allegation during a tense Oval Office meeting last year.
They're being executed, and they happen to be white.
Afrikaners told 60 Minutes there is no genocide. Now, CBS News has obtained a State Department request to increase the refugee cap from 7,500 to 17,500 and give the extra 10,000 spots to Afrikaners at a cost of about $100 million. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them.
He ended up walking across the street and going to another business.
They're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using /radio, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
There's one box that you'd run back into your burning house to grab. It's the box filled with your videotapes, film reels, and photos. Those sentimental, meaningful, irreplaceable moments. Hi, I'm Nick Mako, and
Alright, well, so I got a couple of errands to do. I wanted to say this. I dropped the signal. I got a couple of errands to do. I usually run till 7, but I got a couple of errands to do. I appreciate everybody watching. Look, if something comes up, I don't know where I'm going to end up tonight. I might go home. I have movie night usually on Tuesday nights. I might go home, watch some movies with my kids. I got a couple of errands to do right now before some stores close, so that's what I'm going to do. If something comes up, I'll post it. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you very much. And I always going to say this, and sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. I just want to make sure that you guys all know this. Anyone who's watching, I appreciate that. Not only because you're watching and I'm talking and we're interacting and all, but you're watching my back. I hope that if anything bad happens to me, you would call the cops and get me some help, you know, because I don't know what happens wherever I'm at. So I appreciate that. And you know I can handle myself pretty much to a high level, right? I pretty much can do things. But the point I'm saying is I appreciate it. Marietta knows what I'm talking about. Marietta watches my back a lot. We're working on that podcast. It didn't work out yesterday. It was my fault. So we're going to keep working on trying to get the podcast, me, you, and the news. Me and Marietta, and we're going to try to get that going somehow. And it just, you know, once it gets going, you're going to see it's going to be spectacular. I appreciate you, Miss Idor. I really love you. Thank you for watching. I thank everybody. And look, what do I always say? I'm not looking for followers. I don't need that stuff. This is what I want. I want we to talk and say, look, this guy was riding around. Yeah, this is what I'm going to pull over now because I'm going to say something now. I was watching this guy yesterday. He does all these weird things, drives around, listens to the crimes and all of this stuff. But there was a guy that was drunk and starting trouble in the store. The cops told him to leave, and he went into another store. I seen it. You can say you've seen it here on the TV. You see, I call this the TV because I'm a TV guy, right? I grew up with the TV. You've seen it live. You've seen what happened. You've seen how long the cops came. You've seen what happened. That's why we have crime. Exactly that. We have crime because of that. We have crime because they arrest food vendors when that should be a ticket. That's not an arrestable offense, food vending. That's a ticketed event. That's a municipal code violation. That's all that is. You shouldn't be arresting food vendors. You give them a ticket. You should be taking that guy to a drunk tank or a detox, right? Let him chill out. See, those are all the things we should be doing. What do we keep talking about? Treatment, not trauma. And what did we just see? We seen trauma today. The guy started trauma in one place. Oh, they boarded up my thing here, man. We can't get in there no more. See that there? They bricked it up. Let me show you this. We used to go in there. Yeah, you guys been in this place with me, right? I'll show you the videos one day. Right there. See the bricks over there? Right there? Next to the Al Capone there? Yeah. Over there. Yeah, that's all boarded up there. So, yeah, that's pretty wild. So that's all I want to say. Take care of ourselves. Share it. Just talk. Use it as a talking point. Say, I seen this. What's wrong? If you go to your CAPS meeting, if you go to your school district, you could talk about it in any form. You could talk about it at your church. Maybe there's a cop there. Maybe there's a lawyer there. Maybe there's a judge there. Maybe there's a politician there. Say, what do you mean? And say, yeah, I just seen it. It was on the TV. I just seen it live. The guy was drunk and high. They told him to get out. There was a police report, and he walked into another store. What do you mean? That's this conversation. That's the conversation we need to be having. We can do policing, we can do politics, we can do presidents, we can do this crazy whatever Trump just did with $1 billion. And I don't even think that's legal what he just did with that crazy $1 billion and saying they can't sue him. I don't think you can do that. That's a little oligarchy there. But you see where I'm getting to? So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And let's stick together. Look, I don't have nothing. I can't do nothing for anybody. All I can do is help you. I'm on the phone with people. I'm meeting with people. And I'm going to tell you this. And then I'll leave. And I'll shut my mouth. I got so much to talk about now because I didn't talk. Because I'm talking about what I see. Now I'm talking about what I'm thinking, right? I'm going to pull over here. Can TV, I did one of those before, right? It's my little secret hiding spot, man. Don't be telling nobody about my hiding spot, Missy Dork. This is a hiding spot. This is what I'm going to finish off with. Change only comes through us. It doesn't come from what other people do to us. Only we can create change. And the only way we can create change is by getting other people together and deciding on what we want and how to live in the future. That's not how I want to live. I don't want to live in the future where the police officer lets a drunk, high, mentally ill, whatever he was guy walking the streets. I do not want that police officer there. I understand it's their job. Those two officers, if I was their commander, I would fire both of them. I would terminate both of their employment. They endangered the guy and they endangered the other stores. They endangered all kinds of people by doing that. It's not funny. I'm serious now. I would terminate both of those officers. I would fire them on the spot. If I seen this video, if I was their commander, I would fire them. Why? Because it's an endangerment. The guy's endangered and other people are endangered. If you're there to serve and protect, that means everybody, including the criminal. I understand people don't like to hear that, but you need to protect the criminal. There's a famous case of Donnie. He was one of these YNs, an early YN from 2022 or 23 when I started doing this. A YN, maybe 21 or 22. He used to make fun of the cops. He used to have one of these SRTs, used to drive his boys used to drive and used to videotape it and laugh at the cops. You know what? Donnie is dead today. He's dead. You know why he's dead? Because the cops didn't arrest him. Because the cops didn't lock him up. And he went out to Oak Brook and he was assassinated by a rival gang. That's where Donnie is. He's got a tattoo on his forehead. I got the video. I'll post it one day. So he's dead because the cops think it's funny. The cops listen to politicians when they shouldn't. They should do their cop duty. They should take care of what they should do. I believe in law and order. I protect the cops. They should have some immunity, but they need to do their jobs. And we, as the citizens, need to demand that they do their jobs, right? When you see something, you should do something about it. When you smell weed, you should tell them you can't smoke weed in public. When you see somebody drunk, you should take them to the drunk tank, right? When you see people arguing or fighting like the video I posted the other day, you need to break up the fight. You can't just walk past the fight. And then what? You're going to say, oh, there was a shooting and we need a task force. Yeah, that's silly, right? It's silly. It's like we see the things that are happening to us, but nothing's being done about it. I don't know why. I don't know the reason. I don't like it. I don't think the people who watch this show like it. I'm not a snitch. I'm not a narc. I'm not the cops. I'm a news guy. That's who I am. You watch what I see. I talk about what I see. If somebody endangers me, I take whatever necessary steps to protect myself and my family. But I don't do no reporting to no cops. I don't communicate with cops. That's not what I do. I don't work with cops. I don't get money from the government. That's where I'm at. SubX.News signing off. I appreciate everybody watching. It's 6:45 p.m. It's May 19th, 2026. I appreciate everybody watching. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. SubX.News, 6:45 p.m. May 19th, 2026.